season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
He's brought down at the 34. Calling it a gain of 4. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Lions at 9-5 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Into the Washington yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second and 11 now. Goff, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Goff on first down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. It's gone. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 6-yard line.
Hold on. Check. Hold on. Check. Super one.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10. Their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball is snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
This is taken at the 23. A good head-down running on the return gets you about 15 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 2. His throw incomplete.
Basically, you're knocking out 2 guys.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Smith will come in motion right. They'll run with Sanders. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
the one credited for the sack. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Lions 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff, and connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Goff linking up with Shark for a Lions 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, it's gone. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, Swift. And some room to run now. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
good for the Lions. First and 10.
Now Goff on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 5. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll run on first down. McMillan, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. McMillan, and he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken around the 12. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Tiger!
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff a handoff here to Swift. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Gone. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Ric Flair!
Here's Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a first down throw. Gone. This is caught by Williams. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now a give right side. Alston at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down. Alston. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been caught on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. How they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw again. It's caught on the right side of Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw again. Over the middle to Smith.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And accepted.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run the counter. McMillan, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 11. Throw right
side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It's a quarterback sneak, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McMillan. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On 2nd down.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of